Three times Omkaram, sir. Om, Om Tat Sat.
Om Tat Sat.
Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha.
Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha.
Sir and Madam, today we are going to study one very important topic, that is God is there in our hearts, in our bodies. That is what the Bhagavad Gita is saying. Where is God? If people say us, people are asked. They ask, where is God? I am not seeing God anywhere. So you should answer them. God is there in our respective bodies. He is there in your body, and my body, her body, his body, their body. God is there in every being's body. So that is, but how and where? Where is it mentioned? In Bhagavad Gita. So we are going to see some chapters where all it is mentioned. Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, the soul, the Paramatma is there in the human body, in your body. It is there. So we are going to see that. So in chapter 2, 30 sloka, Dehi Nityam Avadhyo Ayam Dehe Sarvasya Bharataha Tasma Sarvani Bhutani Natvam Sochitam Arhasi. This, the embodied self, is eternally indestructible in the body of all Arjuna. Therefore, you should not mourn for any being. He says that this embodied self, Dehi, is there in is indestructible and is in the body of all. He is saying that. He is there in the body of all. That means what? God is there where? In the human body. Secondly, in chapter 7, from 4 to 6, he says that he is explaining about the body on Jivatma only. He is explaining the secret of us, our secret. Where are we actually? It is not understandable to anybody, though it is there. So he says Prakriti and Purusha, there are two things are there. Prakriti and Purusha, two things are there, and otherwise it is not existing. Anything is there, you find you find even inanimate things, animate things, or things which are moving also, non-moving also, you find there will be two things. Prakriti and Purusha, these two will be there. You see, take in anything, any bird you take, any creeper you take, any elephant, snakes, or tigers, or anything, deers, you take anything, dogs, all these, that Jivatma is there, and the body is also like body and Jivatma. If Jivatma is not there, it is called a dead body. Jivatma is there called a living body. So Bhumi, Apa, Anada, Vayu, Kham, Manobuddhi, Yocha, Ahankar Itiyam में भिन्ना प्रकृति अष्टधा अपरा इयम ये तत्व अन्याम प्रकृति वृद्धि में पराम जीवभूतम महाबाहो यह एदम धारिते जगत ये तत् योनिनी भूतानि सर्वाणि उपधारयः अहम कृष्णस्य जगत प्रभा प्रलय such is my inferior nature, but know it as different from my highest nature, the self. This highest nature, the self is the highest nature, O Arjuna, by which this universe is sustained. O Arjuna, the equilibrium of this eightfold matter rests in my higher nature, which is called the life element. It is this which quickens the dead matter, awakens the consciousness, and causes the mind to experience sorrow and delusion. By association with awareness, the intellect acquires discrimination. By association with the awareness, intellect acquires discrimination. So, what have you understood by this sentence? I read once again. By association with awareness, intellect acquires discrimination. So, there is discrimination in our bodies. There is discrimination with us. There is intellect with us. What we have to do is we have to combine them. We have to make them together, join them. By association with the awareness, like what? Like means dhyanam. Once we do dhyanam, awareness, our intellect acquires discrimination. Now, sir, next point in chapter 8. We have seen so far chapter 2:30, chapter 7, 4 to 6. Now chapter 8 we are moving. We are seeing where is God. The God is there in the human body, our body and your body, my body. God is there in everyone's body. God is there. Adhibhutam. Let's see how. In chapter 8, 4 and 5, Adhibhutam Ksharobhava Purusha cha Adhidaivatam Adhiyagyo Hamevatra Dehe Dehaphutam Varaha. He says that Adhiyagya Aham Eva Atra Dehe. Adhiyagya in this body is the main controller, is the main enjoyer. In your body, if you are listening, who is listening? You are listening, but he is also listening. God is also listening. That is all. If I am speaking Bhagavad Gita, who is speaking? I am speaking, but he is also speaking.
Because he's inside.
Because of his energy, his association, I am speaking. I have no capability to speak. Similarly, you have no capability to listen because it's him. He is there. Adhiyagya. Adhiyagya aham eva atra dehe dehaphutam varaha. Atra dehe dehaphutam varaha. Dehaphutam is the best of the bodies, that is Arjuna. Antakalecha, he is another secret he is revealing for us. Antakalecha, Antakala means at the time of departing from the body, from this universe. We depart. Let everybody be there. Let everything your will be there. If you are a rich man, you are a wealthy man, let all your wealth be there, no problem. There are say 10 servants you have engaged, employed, let all be there. 10, 15, 20 relatives are there around you, let all be there, no problem. But at the time we have to, one has to depart. Antakale. Everybody will have his Antakale. Antakalecha, at that time of death or leaving the body, dissolution from the body. God never used the word death, it is called dissolution from the body. And Mam eva smaran. Mam eva smaran. Mam eva. Only Mam. You think of me only. Who? Adhiyagya. Is that in the body is Adhiyagya. You think of him. Mam eva smaran. Muktva kalevaram. Muktva. Freed from the kalevaram is the body. Muktva kalevaram. Anta kalecha. Mam eva smaran. Muktva kalevaram. Yaha prayati. Sa madbhavam yati. That person will straightaway come to me. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam yasdante kalevaram tam tam evayati kauntaya sada tad bhava bhavita tasma sarveshu khaleshu mam anusmara yudhyacha maya arpita manobuddhi mameva eshashi asalshya. So he says that. Now it means what he is saying that you basically God is there in our human bodies. God is there in us. That is why we are able to pray him, reach him also. Daivi hi esha guru, he again says, Mam eva, he says, Mam, only me. No one else. That is clearing our minds. So we don't have to think 10 gods, 20 gods, 100 gods, 100 people, and this guru, that guru. Nobody else. Mam eva, only me. Think of only me. He says that. That we have to cultivate all these things. We have to practice all these things, but we have to understand first. We have to know first. We are learning it now, we are knowing it now, right now, that there we can follow him. Daivi hi esha gunamayi mamamaya duratya mam evaye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. This whole world is filled with sattva-rajas tamo gunas. Around you, around me, around madam, around everybody. This Daivi hi esha gunamayi mamamaya duratya gunamayi Daivi, this all gunas are existing. Rajogunam is existing, tamogunam is existing, this thing. In that we are all living there. We are also living in the gunas. Then what happens is the Daivi Guru, that is the God, that's the inferior nature of the God. Nobody can cross it over. The Mahashakti, Kali, Mahakali, nobody can defeat her. Nobody can. Whole world she is creating. Who can? Nobody can. Daivi Gurumayi, Mamamaya Duratya, nobody can cross over. Mam Evaya Prapadyante Maya, except you pray him, then she releases him. He is released from her clutches. Only to such person only she releases. He gets released. He has the power to get away from that. She still wants to hold it. Mata Parvati wants to hold you. My son, don't leave me, you be with me, my son. Be with the nature. My son, my daughter, just don't leave me. She says that. But then if you are praying God, Mam evaye prapadyante, maya medam tarantite. Once you start praying the God, he is the Lord of her. You are praying her husband. Then you will develop the power to go to Him. Then she releases you. Go, beta, go to your father. But if you don't pray Him, you are there with Mataji only. That is the thing. So long as we don't pray God, we don't remember the God, we are with Mother. But when we start praying the God, we will go to Him. Only such people will go to Him. Abhyasa yadu yoga iktena chetasana anyagamina paramam purusham divyam yati partha anushinte. This is the secret. Once we start praying God, then we chetasana anyagamina without thinking of anybody else. Then you keep praying as if God says only my forms are there, but for us, we are ordinary mortals, ordinary human beings. We can pray for our sake, with our knowledge, but Sri Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Sri Rama, Jai Rama, Sita Rama, Radhe Krishna, Rukmini Krishna. We can Lakshmi Narayana, Shivan Narayana, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Parvati Parmeshwara, Om Brahmadeva, Saraswati Mata, Mahasaraswati Brahmadeva, Om Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara, Mahasaraswati Mahalakshmi Mahaparvati. Like this, we keep praying the God. Then what happens? He is a Paramam Purusham Divyam, Partha Anuchintayan. So he is Paramam Purusham Divyam. Paramam Purusham Divyam. Purusham Divyam. There are three words in this. Paramam Purusham Divyam. We are all ordinary people. Just ordinary people. We are nothing, we have no existence. We will die, I don't know when will we die also, we don't know. So such is our body, our material nature. But he is what? He is Paramam Purusham Divyam. Paramam Purusham Divyam. Divyam Purusham, not ordinary person. Paramam, highest. So, Purusham. So, how to pray to him? He is telling us secrets. Also, there are some more prayers, so I'll work it out. I'm working it out. Then one day, once I make it, I'll tell you. There are 4 or 5 prayers, there plus 1 chapter. Minimum 3 or 4 simple prayers are there. Even if we tell them, we don't have to repeat number of prayers. Very simple prayers are there. Slokas, 4 or 5 slokas. I'll work it out and tell you in the next session or something. Even if you do that every day we will be released. You have faith in that. One of that is, I'll tell you right now. Kavim Puranam, it's mentioned in chapter 8, 9th sloka. Kavim Puranam Anishasitaram Ano Aniyamsam Anusmaret Yaha Sarvasya Dhataram Achintya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parasta. This is the prayer. Once you do this, Kavim is a poet. He's the highest, biggest poet. He's the biggest, what is it called, creator. He's the biggest creator here. So Kavim Puranam Anishasitaram Anu Aniyamsam Anusmaret Yaha Sarvasya Dhataram Achintya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parasta. Achintya Rupam, like that. Tamasa Parasta. Beyond that tamas, that ignorance. To him we are praying, that is why we are going beyond the ignorance. Otherwise you cannot go. Nobody can understand God. But Prayana Kale Manasa Achalena, Prayana Kale again at the time of death. Manasa Achalena, Manas in the mind we have Achale. Chalam is moving. Chalam is moving and thinking here and there. Achalam, not moving. Stable. Prayana Kale at the time of death, stable, the stable mind. No moving, no worry. Even at the time of death also, I should pray to God only. Om Lord Hari, Lord Krishna, Sri Krishna, Govinda. Om Sri Krishna, Om Sri Rama, Om Sri Rama, Om Sri Krishna. Om Namah Shivaya, Prayana, Manasa Achalena, then we keep praying. My wife may be near me this side, my son may be here this side, and all his daughter-in-law and all his but I should only keep praying to God, because at the time of death I am leaving also. At that time, Prayana Kale Manasa Achalena, Bhaktya Yukto Yoga Balena Cheva, Bhaktya Yukto Yoga Balena Cheva, the faith in the God, the Yoga Balam, Dhruva Madhya Pranam Avesha Samyak, Dhruva Madhya, we have to focus our energy, life energy in the center of between 2 eyebrows. Dhruva Madhya Pranam Avesha Samyak. Sa tam param purusham pade. Again he used the word param purusham divyam. Param purusham. God is what? God is param purusham divyam. He is God. God definition. Like you have got a name, Raghuramji, I have got a name Keshav Rao. So our name is Keshav Rao means yes, I'll say. God name is Param Purusham Divyam. Param Purusham Divyam. Paramam Purusham Divyam. He's one of the names. There is Sahasranamas are there, no? There are 1000 names to him, no? So like that, Param Purusham Divyam. Now say Yad Aksharam Veda, it's all happening where in the body only. It's all happening. I have to bring my life force into the center of between to my eyebrows. Then keep praying to God. So that energy, everything is in my body. The route to reach is also in through my body only. I cannot reach God through somebody else's body. This is what it is. So God is there in us only. The route to reach God is also in us only. Yad aksharam vedavido vanti vishanti yatyatyo vitaraga yad icchanto brahmacharyam charanti tathe padam sangrahena pravakshe. So, how to reach that aksharam? He is telling another way also, way of the reach to God. It is all happening through the body only. That's what I'm telling you. Since God is there in us, God is there in us, in our bodies, that is why we will be able to reach the God. God is not anywhere else. We can't think of God कि तुम कैलाश में बैठा है, वैकुंठ में बैठा है, कहीं उधर बैठा जो which we can't go. So since you are there far away, I can't reach you. I can't see you. I don't know whether you are there or not. So I don't know that kind of a Gnostic thoughts we should not have. We should have Astik Bhavana, faith and confidence in God and Himself and in ourselves. And we should reach the God through our body only. You and me have to get liberation through our body only. That's what I'm telling. So how he is also telling Lord Krishna is very merciful God, very benevolent God. He has not kept anything secret to him. He revealed everything for the benefit of the public, general people, through Arjuna. The way I'm telling you, in the chapter 8 it is mentioned from 11 to 14, Sarvadvarani Sanyamya, Manohrudi Nirudhyacha, Murthnaya Adaya Atmanaha, Pranam Astito Yogadharanam, Om Iti Ekaksharam Brahmavyaharan, Mam Anusmaran, Yaha Prayati, Yazan Deham, Sa Yati, Paramangatim. So at the time of leaving this body, Yazan Deham, Yazan, like we discard our chapel outside there, Yazan. We are not having chapel here right now, so we left it outside. Yazan chapel. So Yazan Deham, we leave this body also like this, at the time of leaving this body. At that time we have to Sarvadvarani Sanyamya, we have to keep practicing all this little bit every day. So then only these things are possible. Sarvadvarani Sanyamya is not possible otherwise. Why? Because people will keep talking to us, some friends, some relatives, all these things, some associates, somebody will keep neighbors and all this. Then Sarvadvarani Sanyamya means Sanyam, close all the gates. So we have to practice at least. Then only it is possible. But one day we have to leave this body. That's why better we need to practice all these things sometime or other. So Sarvadvarani Sanyamya Manohrudi Nirudhya. Manasu, you have to keep Mano, Hrudi, Hridayamlo, Nirudhyacha. You have to put the mind in the soul. All these things we need to practice. Murdhaya Adaya Atmanaha, Pranam Astito Yogadharanam. Om, at that time thereafter, Om iti Ekaksharam Brahmavyaharan Mam, and so Om, you keep chanting Om, and then Mam Anusmaran. Mam, you keep thinking of him only, keep thinking of Lord Vishnu only, keep thinking of Lord Shiva only. These two only, Sri Rama only or Sri Krishna only. So, Om iti Ekaksharam Brahmavyaharan Mam Anusmaran. At that time, this is what all we have to practice. Mam Anusmaran is very important. At the time also again, मेरा बेटा का क्या होगा, मेरा बेटी को क्या होगा, मेरा माँ को क्या होगा, मेरा बीवी को क्या होगा, फिर वो उसमें हम लोग गए फिर नेचर में चले जाएंगे. Keep thinking of him. That all we have to practice. Everyone. There is no difference. God doesn't differentiate. All the women also, we should forget about their husband, their children, and everybody. When they are praying God, they pray to God. Then only they will be liberated. Similarly, like gents also. Think of him only. So that is Bam Amra Anusmaran. Yaha Prayati Tezam Deham Sayati Paramangati. Anani Cheta Satam Yom Mans Mardi Nityasaha Tashyaham Sulabha Partha Nitya Tasya Yoginaha. Now, we move forward further. So in this we have seen in chapter 8. Now we are going to see in chapter 13. In chapter 13, again God is telling about the importance of this body, and the God is dwelling in this body. Why we are discussing this is because we have to understand, if we respect our own respective bodies, then some kind of a pavitrata, some purity, we allocate to this. Then only it is possible for us to pray God. Without maintaining this body is like a temple for us, and we giving it due respect to it, then it will give due reciprocity. But we don't know that God is there in our body, then we don't give that much priority to it. So that is why idam shariram kaunteya in chapter 13, 1 and 2. Idam shariram kaunteya kshetram iti abhidhiyate yedatyo veti tam prahu kshetrajñam क्षेत्रज्ञ इति तद्विदः. So second sloka is क्षेत्रज्ञो च अपि मां विद्धि सर्व क्षेत्रेषु भारतः क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञो ज्ञानं यत् ज्ञानं मतं मम. So what he is saying is idam shariram kaunteya kshetram iti abhidhiyate. This body, the blessed Lord spoke, this body Arjuna is said to be the field. This body is the field. Kshetram punya kshetram, there is punya kshetram. Kshetram, Punya Kshetram, Papa Kshetram, like this. So Punya Kshetram, this is the field, that is the field. This body is the field. This body, Arjuna, is said to be the field. He who knows this is called the knower of the field. If you know that this body is the field, if I know this body is the field, he is called the knower of the field. No, I am knower of the field, of my body. I know that my body, my both hands are all right, one hand is not all right, my both feet are okay, my one feet is not okay, knower of the field. This is what it is. So, secondly, kshetrajñam cha api mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. From all the fields, in all the fields, he is the kshetrajñam. Right, sir? So, we are the knower of the field for our respective bodies. God is the know also that I am the knower of the field in all fields. And, oh Arjuna, knowledge of the field and of the knower of the field, that is considered by me to be true knowledge. What we are discussing is called, considered by God Krishna, is the true knowledge. So we are in this session, what we are discussing? We are discussing the true knowledge. We are trying to understand. We don't know anything, I don't know anything, I am ignorant fellow, but I am trying to at least learn and know what is true knowledge. True knowledge is about this field, Kshetram, and the knower of the field. This is true knowledge. And God is dwelling in all the fields. Now in 22 sloka of chapter 13, he says that, God is saying that, Lord Krishna is saying that, उपद्रष्टा अनुमंता च भर्ता भोक्ता महेश्वरा परमात्मा इति च अपि उक्ता देहे अस्मिन् पुरुषः परः. He is telling clearly here, in this body I am there. God is there in the human body. He is clearly telling. In 22 sloka, he says that upadrashta anumanta cha bharta bhokta maheshwara paramatma iti cha api ukta dehe asmin purushah parah. He says the highest spirit in this body is called the witness, upadrashta. Witness, like you are witnessing me, you are seeing me, I am sitting here and reading Bhagavad Gita. And I am witnessing you, that you are sitting and listening to Bhagavad Gita. And we are witnessing some people are going here and they are walking and all that. Or just, they are going and walking. We are witnessing that. So, we are witnessing some people, children are playing also at that area back there. So, upadrashta, we are witnessing, God is witnesser. God is the witness. The consenter, Anumanta, he permits also. He allows us, then only we can walk here, we can sit here, we can get up and we can stand. We came to the class today to session Bhagavad Gita. He permitted us. Anumanta, consenter, he consented. Otherwise, if God's consent is not there, we will do something else. We will still lie down in the bed and then sleep for 1 more hour, like that we will see. So he is a consenter. and the supporter. He supports also. Upadrashta Hanumantacha. Bharta Bhokta Maheshwar. Bharta is the supporter. He is the supporter. He supported us to come here and all this. He has that health and energy. Bhokta, the experiencer. Now he is experiencing also what we are discussing about the soul and the goal of human life, self and non-self we are discussing. He is experiencing it. He is there in your body, my body. He is experiencing that. And the great Lord, the Maheshwaraha, he is there in our body. And Paramatma, the great Lord, the Supreme Spirit, is called the Supreme Spirit. Now, how to reach this God again, how to understand this God again, he mentioned through our body only. He says that, Jnanena Atmana Pashyati, Kechit Atmanam Atmanam. Anya Sankhya Yogana, Karma Yogana Chapara. Jnanena Atmana Pashyati, how can we do? Well, this body only you can do. You have in this body, you have to put a seat there, and then the seat you have to sit on. This body you have to sit down. So, and then you have to think, concentrate. Jnanam. That's in this body only we can do. So Jnanena Atmana Pasyanti Kechid Atmaru Atmana. So some perceive the self in the self, by the self, through meditation. So Jnanena Atmana Pasyanti. How? Some can see the self, in the self, by the self, through meditation. Through meditation. So that all is happening through this body only. Our bodily activities only we are doing it. By doing proper activities of the body, we are praying Him. Otherwise, there is no other way to pray Him. There is no other way to reach Him except through the body. That means, others by discipline of Sankhya Yoga, still others by Yoga of action. Even if you have to do Yoga of action, Karma Yoga, through body only we can do. If Arjuna could save so many people, Bhima could kill so many demons and all that, through body only he could do it. Karma Yogam, Nishkam Karma Yogam. Without body he cannot do. There are big demons, huge demons have come. Bhima, Lord Shiva's power, Bhima, non-selfish activity. His mother told him, okay, kill that demon for the benefit of this village people. He went there and then he killed. So, like that, I don't know what is the wife's name? Bhima's wife. Hidambi. Hidambi's brother was a Hidambasur. He is a big demon. Bhima killed his mother tells him. So he came to kill eat his mother and all. He sends Hidambi, telling them we leave. But she doesn't take them. So he comes for fighting, and then he kills them to protect his mother and all. Then another demon also he kills. Bakasur. Some Bakasur. He is also a big demon. His mother Kunti Devi tells him. They go to in exile when they are forest, 30 years of forest life. They are there. So one village they stay there. The Bakasura tells that every day send a person to me with all food. So then the people who gave shelter to their Brahman, their turn comes. Then they are crying, the husband was ready to go, but daughter and wife was crying. Then Kunti finds out what is the problem. He said, don't worry, I'll send my son. Then don't send your son, you are our guests. Those days they say, guests, we should not use the guests. No, we are not your guests, your problem is our problem.
With the food you have to send. You leave
so
the
he
food
goes,
and he lead the person also.
Kunti, point here is Kunti Mata sent Bhima to go there as a food to this Bakasura. And then if possible he should kill him. So Bhima goes there and he kills, but he did all this for unselfish act, Karma Yogam. What we are saying from point of view of Bhima's Karma Yogam, he did Karma Yogam. With his body only he did Karma Yogam. So like that we should all do Karma Yogam. Now sir, there are 2-3 more slokas and we'll close this session. And Anaditvat Nirgunatvat Paramatma I am Avyaya Sharira Sthapi Kaunteya Na Karoti Na Lupyate. He is clearly saying that I am there in your bodies only. I am nowhere else outside. But we go to give people out of their hypocrisy or ego attitude, they don't even, till they die, they don't attend their Bhagavad Gita classes. They'll keep watching like this and every day they keep watching. Every day, the first time if I go to America, I'll wonder it. The second day I will not.
You'll go there and see
normal.
them.
So here, for years together, they see me, and then now they see, yesterday they see. Every day they keep looking at what's happening there. Bhagavan is telling, they are not aware
Yes.
that God is there in their bodies also.
Correct.
Then they don't pay attention. They keep talking this thing, that thing. Time is passed by. Then not God not remembering. They'll again go to Mother Nature, Mata Parvati के पास ही. आजा बेटा आजा तू. माता पार्वती फिर होगी इसको फिर कोई जन्म नहीं देती. तो माता से उठने के लिए बता रहा है कहाँ हूँ. अनादित्वात. I am from time immemorial. About God he is describing. Anaditvat, nirgunatvat. I don't have any gunas. No sattva guna, no raja guna, no tamo guna. Now today we are sitting here right now because we are having sattva guna in us. Right now in three of us, sattva guna is dominating right now. So that is why we are here. And if rajoguna is there, we will do some evening walk only. And tamoguna will stay. So, but God is nirgunatva. God doesn't have any gunas. God doesn't have either sattva-guna or rajaguna or tamoguna. That is God. Anaditvat, nirgunatvat. Paramatma, I am avyayaha, is indestructible. The Supreme Lord, the Great Spirit. Sarirasthapi kaunteya. In chapter 13, 31. Sarirastho api kaunteya na karote na vipate. I am there in the body. Though in the body, I don't do and I don't get bound. So if I say if I do and I get bound, that means for example I give charity, good work, give charity, but then still then I'll get bound also. If I say if I don't do it unselfishly, if I selfishly I do that, I'll get bound again. Or if I do anything wrong, I beat somebody just like that, so I get bound. Here he na karoti na lipate, he doesn't do, God doesn't do. And God doesn't get bound. He is not doing anything. Lord Shiva is there. That is why nothing could bind him. Otherwise, everything will bind him also. That Prakriti will bind him also. He is na karoti na lipyate. So Mata keeps seeing, okay, Parvati keeps looking at Shiva. कुछ तो काम करे, पकड़ लेता हूँ इसको. कुछ तो करे इसको, कोई डमन को मार दे, कोई अपने सेल्फिशनेस के साथ मार दे. She creates situation also. But ना करोती ना लिखते थे, कुछ करता नहीं. रावण आके मांगा था, फॉर एग्जाम्पल मेरे को सुना है, नारद ने बताया तुम्हारा वाइफ जो है बहुत ब्यूटीफुल है, मेरे को दे दो. वो आफ्टर डूइंग 10,000 years of tapas, not 1 year, one
He
year.
asking for that.
He asked for Parvati after doing tapas for 10,000 years. The very foolish fellow will ask this thing. If you have did 10,000 years for you tapas, you will ask something, sir. What do you want? What do you want, sir? I want you make me God. Actually, you can say that you make me God, or you can make me most richest man here, and
Something like that.
something. He said, no, give me your wife. Mata
Directly
Parvati. He
Parvati.
said, क्या माता पार्वती ये भगवान का क्वालिटी डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. ना करोती ना लिखते. Neither he stops nor he gets bound. You are asking, Mata Parvati, go, take her. You can take her. So she looks at him, hey, ये कौन सा हस्बैंड है मेरा? वो मेरे को मांग रहा है, रावण, दुष्ट रावण. वो बोलता है तुम जाओ. उसको बोला तुम ले जाओ. He is not bound. So again, Lord Ganesha comes in between, and then he tries to stop and save his mother, and then somebody advises
Vishnu comes.
Vishnu, somebody he tells her कि माता अपना काली का रूप से चलो, ये रूप नहीं, आपका वो भी रूप है ना. तो then he advises her. Then she comes in the Kali रूप. Then what happens? He looks at her again. Suddenly, how did she change? She was a beautiful woman when she was coming with me. Now, बड़ा काली का बड़ा रुद्र रूप है काली का त्रिशूल लगा करके काली चल रही है. And he gets confused. मेरा क्या हो रहा है? He is in Mother Nature lab only. He didn't ask God. That's why he is in the nature's lab. That's what he gets trapped. Then उसके बाद then again she creates this Parvati Mata only. She's the goddess, no, mother of all. Then the Mandodari is there, no? Mandodari. Then she gets that she's like a frog. She gets a Apsarasa. Some Apsarasa was there. She gets a Shapam by Tamuni. Then she becomes a frog. Apsarasas become a frog there on the root, en route. Then she makes that Apsarasa, frog it again, Apsarasa again, with her power. Parvati. Then she's a beautiful lady, that Apsarasa Mandodari, the most beautiful lady. And that fellow, he sees that lady, then he gets confused. Yeah, he sees behind, he sees a Kali, and in front he is seeing Apsarasa, this Mandodari. He says, no, she is the real Parvati. You are not Parvati. You get lost. Go back to your home. I will take her to my home, to Lanka. So that's what. Now, but God here is na karoti na lipati. Shiva ka यहाँ पे the role, as far as the Paramatma role is neither na karoti na lipati. Neither he is stopping the fellow. He didn't get angry on the Ravan guy. You are asking my wife, and then he kills. He can kill him. So, but he didn't do that. Na karoti na lipati. That is the in your body, my body, God is there. He doesn't do anything. That we have to understand. And later on, the different story. Then his mother Kaikasi scolds that Ravan. He will only listen to his mother. That's what he gives respect to his mother. Father is no more. So mother, he respects her. She tells him, yeah, for 10,000 years. You're such a stupid son, foolish son. When will you get? Mother can tell no children.
Correct.
Mother, my wife, she's a mother to my son. She can always tell my son, you're a foolish fellow, you're an idiot. She can always tell. Even you can tell to your children, you're an idiot, you're a foolish person, you're stupid people. Like that, his mother scolded him. You are a stupid fellow. How I'm a foolish fellow? I'm the king. No, 10,000 years you have did tapas and you ask her a lady. Lady. What nonsense. That's what. यदा सर्वगतम सौक्ष्म्यात् आकाशं न उपलभ्यते सर्वत्र अवस्थितेहि तदा आत्मा न उपलभ्यते. He is again telling another, Lord Krishna telling another point also, again telling us, emphasizing that like the sky is yadha sarvagatam saukshmat. The sky is very subtle, no, it can't be touched by anybody. Sarvagatam, but it is there everywhere. Yadha sarvagatam saukshmat akasham na upalapyate. So sky doesn't get involved. Sky doesn't stop you. Space doesn't stop you. If you are walking, your path is clear, you can keep going. So, similarly, like the sky, sarvatra avastito dehe tada atma na upalapyate. Throughout body is there, from our head to foot nail. God is there. If there is some, we hit a stone, we feel the pain is there. So, sarvatra avastito dehi, throughout the body, though he is existing, tada atma na upalapyate. He doesn't get involved. That is the feature of the God, characteristic of the God, Atma. Yada prakashyati ekah krushnam lokam emam ravihi kshetram kshetri tada krushnam prakashyati. Kshetram is field, kshetri, the knower of the field, tada krushnam prakashyati. So the whole body is being prakashyati, making activated by the knower of the field. He says that. That means what? Today we wanted to come here for Bhagavad Gita. The kshetram, my kshetram, your kshetrams, kshetram, kshetri tada krishna prakashyati. This knower of the field only has brought this field here, this body. Other body itself doesn't come. Mind, this the fellow told, Lord told the Atma, let's spend 1 hour in Bhagavad Gita.
Mind is the driver and body is the car.
And he is the master of the driver. God is the master of the driver.
So he brings that idea here and.
Done. Say you are driving back, you are going, madam. You employed a driver. You hired a driver. He is driving the car, and you will tell him where to go. By railway station जाना है, so you take. By airport ले जाना है, so take it. By Banjara Hills जाना है, shopping mall. So what you tell the co-driver, the driver listens to you. So Again, we are finishing off the body. We are in this Paramatma, మన దేహంలోనే ఉన్నారు. We are on the topic. God is dwelling in the bodies. That is what we are today discussing. So he says that three more things. Why we are discussing is we should be very clear who is there in our body. Once we know that, then we will not get moved. Achala. Then we will be careful and he will give us full life. You will have 100% life, 100 years life. You have full devotion by reading today's chapter. This is such a powerful thing we are doing. Mamayeva Amsha Jivaloke Jivabhuta Sanatana Manasastani chapter 15. Till now we have simply just chapter 13. Now we have moved to chapter 15. Mamayeva Amsha Jivaloke Jivabhuta Sanatana Manasastani. So he only his particle only. You are his particle. You are the divine particle. I am divine particle. Madam is divine particle. Mamayeva Amsha Jivaloke Jivabhuta Sanatana Jivabhutam. We are all Sanatana Jivabhutam. From time immemorial we are living there. Manasastani is really principle. We are attracting the mind and Indriyas, eyes, tongue and all that. Ears. Then chapter 15, 14, 15 slokas, two slokas. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Pranam Deham Ashitaha Pranapana Samayukta Pachami Annam Chaturvidam. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva, the digestive fire in our body, in our belly, in our stomach, is Pranam Deham Ashitaha. He is the one who has a digestive fire in our body is there. He is only digesting it. Pranapana Samayukta Pachami Annam Chaturvidam. He, by regulating the pranavayu and apanavayu, he is pachami annam chaturvidam. He is digesting the food. That way, what happens then by that? That means with the pranavayu, there are 5 types of vayu. We have discussed already. You know that also. Prana, apana, pranavayu, apanavayu, vyana, samana, udana. The 5 main. Another 5 subsidiary vayus are also there. Total 10 vayus are there in our body. Our body is a great miraculous machine. We must understand this. It's a miraculous, great apparatus. It's not just like that. You go to hospital, there are big qualified doctors are there. Why? To save our life. Why? Because of this. This is a miraculous body. There are so many powers are there in this. So, in this he is pranam deham also prana apana samayukta pachamiyanam chadu. Pranavayu apanavayu he regulates it. Regarding vyana samana udana. ठीक है sir? Vyana samana udana. Udana is the one which ultimately takes our life out when we are leaving the body. That is Udana. Prana, Apana, Udana. Samana is the whole body, it spreads in all parts, 10 parts is there. And Jnana, it spreads throughout our body. This is Vayu. In fact, it's all play of the Vayu only, air god is running this body. You know, Panchamahabhutas. Out of the Panchamahabhutas, we have Vayu, Bhumi, Vayu,
Water.
Vayu, Agni, Jalam, Prithvi, Akasam. So Vayu, this Vayu, 10 types of Vayu. So in this, he regulates Pranavayu and Apanavayu. If it is not regulated, Pranavayu, Apanavayu in our body, we will die. That is why it's very important for us to Saucham mein bataya ki that is why we need to clear our ablutions morning and all that. We need to maintain our body. Take pranavayu also, take Dharma also, all the things. All the things are there. So in that he maintains this body as the Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva, digestive fire in the body. Another thing he says, Sarvatra Sarvasya Aham Hrudi Sanivistha Matta Smriti Jnana Apohanancha Vedesu Sarva Aham Vedyo Vedanta Vedavid Yochana. Sarvasya Aham Hrudi Sanivistha. He is situated in all bodies, all beings, in their hearts. In your heart also is there. In my heart is there. In heart, their heart, his heart. Everyone's heart is there. Please tell me. That means he is there in the body. So body is not very far away. He is in our hearts. And in chapter 18 he says 61, 62, last 2 slokas. What he says is कि ईश्वर सर्वभूतानां हृदयेषु अर्जुन तिष्ठति. ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृदयेषु अर्जुन तिष्ठति. भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढानि मायया. Only he is sitting there in the hearts of all beings. Point 1. Point 2. Like he's a magician who plays around with articles, props, properties. He like playing like that. He is playing with all of us. Yes, God is playing all of us. We want to listen to the Bhagavad Gita, we are listening. We don't want to listen to Bhagavad Gita, we want to sleep, we will sleep. So what is that? He is only making to play us. He's allowed us to come here. That is why Upatra Sharma. That is why we are listening to Bhagavad Gita. When he same Lord, he says, "Ki so many people are walking around, going around." So in their hearts also God is there. Brahmayan Sarvabhutani Yantra Gurai Mani. They don't want to. He is making okay. Go walk the dog. Waste your time. So people are wasting time. We are replacing time by spending some time, devoting some time to the God. Bhagavad Gita studying. Tam eva, the person Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Bhrutyeshe Tishtati Arjuna. To such person only. That is what Bhagavad Gita is very, very clear and very precise book. It will uplift us from the birth and death life cycle. How? Here he is saying. Then these two slokas, you please pay attention. Then you will understand the secret. That is, we should not pray to all various dramas, various multitudes of gods. We don't have to pray anybody. You don't have to pray anybody. Just believe in. You whom you have to pray, he is telling. This only is important. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hrudyase Arjuna Krishna. The God who is sitting in your heart and my heart, in everyone's heart. You pray to him. Tam eva sharanam gacha. Sarva bhavena bharata. Tam eva, see for him, the God who is there dwelling in your heart. Tam eva sharanam gacha. Then you surrender to him. Tam eva sharanam gacha. Sarva bhavena bharata. Oh God, is up to you. What you desire will happen. Please help me. Please save me. Please help me. Ahimam Rakshamam. Please help me. He is the one who will take care of it. That is the only way. Tat prasadat param shantim sthanam prapsasam. Because of that, thereafter tat prasadat, once you pray. Sir, once I know that you are the governor of, say, this Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. Once I know that you are governor or you are a chief minister, then I come and I request you, sir, मेरे को मैं बहुत गरीब आदमी हूँ, छोटा सा नौकरी दे दो, कोई भी सर मेरा फैमिली मेंटेन करना है, तो then you just pray, okay, you tell the secretary, you give him that post. So, there are hundreds of departments are there. Okay, give him that post to this from that department. Small. That department he will go after something as per his qualifications. Or the secretary notes, yes sir, we will give you appointment here. So similarly as anything, you ask as a God, you are again a governor, a chief minister. You went there, I'm a very poor man, sir. You give me some land, 1 acre, 2 acres for this thing, for my business, survival, self business. You say, okay, there are lakhs of acres of land is there. 1 acre of land, if I give you public service, public welfare, I have nothing to do personal with you. Just to help you, I can give you. He will sanction it. Similarly, God, Tam eva sharanam gacha. He is a God. He is there. All Ishvara. He is Ishvara. You are praying to Ishvara only. You are not praying to any human being or anybody. You are not praying governor or chief minister, or president, prime minister, minister, union minister, home minister, this state minister. You are not praying anybody. You are not praying to IAS officer, IPS officers, or doctors, lawyers. You are not praying anybody. You are praying to God, Ishvara. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hrudyeshe Tishtati Arjuna. Brahmayan Sarvabhutani Yantra Gurani Maya. Tam eva sharanam gacha sarva bhavena bharata. Tat prasada param shanti sarva. But so he is there in the Hrudyeshe. Hruday Deshe. Where is that Hrudayam? Desham? It's in our body only, na? So God, it is there in our body. So ultimately, where is God living? In our human body. With you and with me. That is what. So today's class session is over, sir. We'll chant 3 times Omkaram with the conclusion that God is there in the Hrudyeshe of everybody. We should pray to God in our Hrudyeshe, that God is there in our heart. Then only we'll get liberated and not else. Other than that, we will not get liberated. Right, sir? Right, madam? So we'll chant 3 times Omkaram. Om Tat Sat.
तत्सत्
सर्वं श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु.
सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु.
लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु.
लोकाः समस्ताः
सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु.
सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु.
ओम शांति.
ओम
ओम शांति.
शांति.
ओम शांति.
ओम शांति.